Today's horoscope and tarot reading from Astrocademy, Scorpio February 21, 2022. Today you might decide to put yourself in charge of something. If you are a member of a church group, perhaps you will decide to become the head of a charity drive. You could collect donations from people and organize other volunteers. You'll enjoy being in command of a worthy project. Try to find a positive way of using your leadership talents. You have many gifts that you can share with others. The energy of the day will be lighthearted and fun, so you will be able to shake off some stress and relax a little bit. In the evening, you might want to go out with friends and share some laughs. Or your romantic partner might appreciate a nice dinner out or a good musical concert. Do something different with your evening so that you can mark a difference between work time and personal time. Pay attention to your instincts today. This is a good day for trusting your hunches about colleagues or business associates. Maybe you will be able to figure out how to convince someone that your ideas are valid, when before this person was not receptive to your suggestions. Use your imagination and your sense of innovation to impress others today, and you could experience a nice breakthrough of some sort. Generally, you don't tend to worry so much, but today you might, especially about money. Perhaps you made a purchase that you're now doubting the wisdom of making. Maybe this was an impulse buy, but make sure you really don't want it before you take it back to the store. You're probably doing better financially than you have for a long time, so don't waste any time panicking. Instead, spend a little more. Take yourself out to lunch. Your social life is due to suffer some turbulence. You feel put down by friends and family, or even get into arguments with them. Take a critical look at yourself. Perhaps you are asking too much of your loved ones. Hold back a little and resolve the issues by talking to them instead of trying to have your own way all the time. You're onto something that seems intriguing, and you have plenty of time and energy to investigate. Try to get to the bottom of it, but make sure you follow up clues that seem obscure and removed from the plot. A tendency to rush into romance scares off potential candidates for your love. Such a forceful approach can have an adverse effect on the person you desire. If you're not looking for rejection, try to develop a gentler and serene attitude, then those you meet find you to be a far more attractive proposition to date. A group with which you may be affiliated might suddenly find itself catapulted into the public eye at this time, possibly because of a goal it is either striving for or possibly has already reached. This is likely to have a very positive effect on your life in some way, perhaps professionally, or perhaps because you'll be meeting new friends and expanding your horizons. Expect a new cycle of adventure in your life. Be sure to plan a little time for some recreation and social activity today. The essence of the day's vibration will encourage this to provide for greater balance in your hardworking and often serious lifestyle. A little laughter and chit-chat can work wonders for a tired or stressed out brain, making you far more productive overall. Make sure you completely avoid talking shop and take advantage of the chance to connect with the people in your life. Take care to not delude yourself today. While it can be a real preference to see what you want to see, the truth can hurt even more at the end. Creating a delusion of what is real can only last so long. It is never a permanent thing. Rather than playing this kind of Russian roulette with yourself, take off the blinders and face what's before you. Even if this means hurting, it will likely be far less on your own terms rather than when the delusion blows up. Before leaving a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart today, the moon offers a chance to pause and may even insist that you do. As always, before leaving, the moon will clash with the dwarf planet Eris in your work sector, putting how well you know when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off to the test, and the timing couldn't be better. This not only comes just 2 days after the sun's return to a playful part of your chart, but with the busiest months of the year due to start next month. 2 days after the sun returned to your romantic sector, and with the solar spotlight now on matters of the heart and all things romantic, the moon makes a timely return to Scorpio. Over the next few days, the moon will not only form a friendly aspect to the sun but to the planets already in your romantic sector, giving the early days of this new chapter a boost. Your tarot reading for today. The Moon, the Magician, and the Sun. Despite the fear and bewilderment you feel, and the seeming difficulty of the path you have chosen, keep going, all will eventually turn out fine. The Moon is a good omen if you are in a clandestine affair. It also shows us how to be open to new and unexpected possibilities. Someone, most likely male, isn't quite who they seem. Trickery and deception can be cleverly disguised as charm and friendliness, so be sure that this person really does have your best interests at heart. If someone who you feel wary of is presenting you with a business opportunity, be cautious and trust your instincts. The sun is shining on you. It's your time for success, joy, and happiness. You will feel confident and full of vitality. It's a time to celebrate with friends and loved ones, perhaps enjoy a well-earned holiday, a time of pleasure and good news around children or the conception or birth of a longed-for baby. If you are not feeling this way, take heart, you will enter this period soon. Our eyes in the sky. The Moon is in Aries Libra, the sign known for being the critical part of Venus, its planetary ruler. Libra critiques and curates all that is beautiful in the world. Using its eager eye and sharp intellect, it can connect with others on a deep level. We want to get real with those we care about due to the Pluto-Moon square that occurs later in the day. This urges us to dig beneath the surface and understand the truth of a matter we chose to ignore 2 days ago. As you know, the Libra Moon loves to partner up. Today is also a great time to connect more deeply with those we care about, not in a superficial way. When the Libra Moon and Mercury in Libra harmonize, we want to playfully flirt with our partner or crush. We see the world through relationships and friendships, which makes us extremely invested in leveling up these situations and honoring others. Enjoy the good life today by indulging in hobbies or activities that speak to your pleasure-seeking, creative side. Although there might be moments of turmoil, you won't be drawn into any drama. You'll opt for situations that are fun and easy and avoid anyone who throws you off balance. It's time to spend some time working on your relationships. If you haven't been able to see or talk to the people you care about, because you're feeling more cooperative now, you can find solutions that don't just work for you, but are satisfying to all parties involved. You'd be surprised at what kind of compromises you can reach when you commit to remaining neutral and non-judgmental. Instead of being overly defensive or getting angry, rely on your instincts and common sense rather than pure emotion when formulating a response. Seek advice from wise, older people, parents and grandparents especially, now who have been through what you're going through. Other people's advice is invaluable as you strive to grow under difficult circumstances. Tonight you find the arts appealing, so if going to the theater or gallery isn't an option where you live, try to find satisfying alternatives. There are some other really great online cultural options, as well. Just because you can't visit in person doesn't mean you can't get dressed to the nines and partake of some high-class culture.